there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar. Yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Along the Packers sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Matt LaFleur. His side unable to capitalize on 2 at home to begin the year, losing both. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Browns, Kevin Stefanski. His side also among the slow starters this season, so a great opportunity for one of these teams to earn that first win. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Huard. It is time for some football. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's Robinson with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick, instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Love now off the play action. This one taken in by Kraft. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's another Packers first down.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing. Brendan McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this away. To return, Jerome Ford. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And at the helm, a first-round pick in 2008, writing the closing chapters of a fantastic career, quarterback Joe Flacco.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. And go play action with Flacco. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I can still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, "Oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart." And really what he's saying is, don't ever try that again.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage.
They're throwing it. Here comes a screen. Algier. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it fourth down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Love out of the shotgun. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Packers first down. A gain of 30. And a Packer first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
35-yard line.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Love on third and short. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun now for Love. And the defender comes away with it. And the Browns are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Now throw to start the drive. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. From the gun, Flacco. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And now they face second and long.
Brings up second down and 15 yards to go.
Back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Thrown away and incomplete. Keyshawn Nixon on the
Third and long for him here. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. That brings us to fourth down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Packers getting set here. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Kraft has it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Green Bay.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Throwing on first down, Love. It's cut right side by Watson. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Christian Watson.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 45-yard line.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
17 yards.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down throw. Here's Love. Gets it downfield on target to Watson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Packers first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Packers.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Love now to throw. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. They'll start on the ground. It's Ford. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He completes it in traffic. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for Algier. And before he can get back to the line, they send him out. So they're going to lose a yard on that first down. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Takes the handoff, now Love. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
25 yards.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Play fake. It's Love.
At the 38.
He's got Watson. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw in a double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Has his man. It stops. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Packers.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
17.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Here's Ford on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And things starting to get a little out of hand for them, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Browns first down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Algier with another carry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This time it's a passing play. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Browns first down.
Setting up to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage.
Flacco again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And next with his back, Algier. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And the Browns first down.
From the red zone now. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Coach Matt LaFleur ushering his Packers offense back to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Love out of the shotgun. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away. Still inches to go on 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Love. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36.
Love from the gun. That's completed right side. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Golden coming in motion right. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Here's Love. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. You've set it downs for him from the 31. Love with it on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Stick it in the air. Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. So it'll be 3rd and 4, but not just yet. Only 2 minutes to go in our first half. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Motioning the tight end now. Love on 3rd and short. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Love now on 1st and 10. This is Reed working the right side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the Browns' 10-yard line.
Throwing again. Love. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
Got his man. It's Golden. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Love. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
Round 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Browns with their offense back out there as Tyler Algier returns to the field. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Flacco. Throwing the out route complete. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. Flacco's going to throw here on first. Once more into the hands of Judy. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Throws this one deep left. That's caught at the 25. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone.
And the Browns first down.
From the red zone on first. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They are throwing it again. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Edgerrin Cooper on the coverage.
3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The kick by Hopkins is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So they'll decline this and take the results. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. One last play before the break.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns with their offense back out there as Tyler Algier returns to the field. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Here's Algier on first down. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He's dropping back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Throwing from the gun. Called in by Njoku, left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Algier running behind center. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Design bootleg here. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw now. Completed to his running back. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. We're going to have a stoppage here as we see an injured player. It's David Njoku, who's worse for wear following the play. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. He dropped it. Oh, that should have been intercepted, Brock. He had it. Couldn't bring it in, though. That does bring up fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. To the air with Love. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Love. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
Christian Watson. A gain of 9. Brings up 3rd down.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Packers first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Green Bay.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll give the Packers the first.
That's another Packers first down. A gain of 14. And a Packer first down.
They stick with Jacobs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
At the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. 3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
3rd and 4.
Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. McManus sends it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Algier. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Flacco off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's complete to Tillman, outright. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Now a handoff to Algier. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down, like that linebacker just did.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now looking to throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
A gain of 19 yards.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
No gain on the play.
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. That's completed right side. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
A give to Algier on the inside handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for...
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10.
27. Browns 17.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Robinson with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Golden coming in motion right. Running on first here with Jacobs. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 28-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing his Love on third. He's got it complete to Reed. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 40.
So we're through 3 here. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. First and 10 from the 43. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Packers first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Packers.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Going to the ground again on first. And they sense it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
The tight end going in motion right.
3.
On second down, Jacobs. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A 26-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Here's Ford on the return. He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back to the 27. The Browns getting their offense out there. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. From the gun, Flacco. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Third and 19.
He's going to throw this one. Big strike downfield to Judy. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45.
A gain of 26
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
The Browns, first down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Incomplete. It leads to
They give to Algier from the gun. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Man, he really lobbed that one downfield, didn't he? Tried to lay it in there for a big completion. I think he just got a little too much loft on it, though, and it's intercepted.
I really do think in that spot, though, Kate, it was the right type of throw.
Yeah.
But that air, in this league, you put air on the football as a quarterback, you better be exactly right, because as fast as these defenders are, they can recover and go get it, which they did right there.
The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Love out of the shotgun. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down. To the air on 3rd and long. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, they go with Algier. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They go again with Algier. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps them on schedule and then go backwards.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Flacco. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to Harold Fanning Jr. with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and 10 from the 43. Out quickly, it's Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
We go play action with Flacco. Has a man on target to Johnson. Ready to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pass play now. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns now within 1 score in the 4th. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returning it from the 4. Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love now. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down. Takes the handoff. Now Love. They're across the 40. Nice run here. He has room past the 25. There he goes again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one,
put the body on the line for his team. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Browns and Joe Flacco coming out for their next drive. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's 4. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. And dose of the hurry up here.
30. That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
3rd down, it's Flacco. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he runs out after a very nice game. They're going to have to hang on to that momentum, though, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So first down from the 41. They stick with Jacobs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He has the Packer first down. And Brock, that should be enough to win this game. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. They draw it up for him. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.